Hey everyone, in this week's reflection, I will speak about Ada Campos Unit 5 and 6, Tables Chapter 5. I will also talk about the PWIM PowerPoint and scaffolding strategies. In Ada Campos Unit 5, it focused on the power of transformation. One sentence that popped out at me was, the human spirit has the potential to evolve by embracing generosity, kindness, courage, patience, honesty, and peacefulness as ways of being. Social transformation begins with individuals. In my opinion, if you do not give those things within the classroom, then you'll never take it out of the individual. This is the absolute most factual information to be given. When a classroom shows those kinds of things and characteristics towards one another, the classroom itself begins to transform into a positive and effective teaching and learning environment. As a teacher, one should build the curriculum to revolve around the students and allow to give the students opportunities to reflect on the differences between how things are and how they could be. In this unit, one of the activities that I found fun to do is one that includes families. Including families is in the learning process is fun to me, but it can also be very challenging in teaching. We have to keep in mind when including families in activities that not every family or parent has the time and the ability to do the assignments with their child. Many families work double jobs and probably never have the time to sit and work with the students. Sometimes students are at school till 6 in the evening, which gives little time for families to do homework when they get home. But apart from this disadvantage, I think Book 24 is a fun activity to do. The activity focuses on the parent and the change they can be in the world. This helps with dialogue and the sharing of life possibilities to help them improve their lives. Moving along to Tables Chapter 5, we learned about the individual differences in second language learning. We know that second language learning is mainly based on the telegraphic and formulaic phrases. Students learn by watching and identifying and then putting repetitive words into definition with what is being said. In all of this, there are 4 factors that determine the availability of social and cognitive strategies to one individual. These 4 factors are motivation, exposure, age, and personality. Motivation needs to come from the child itself. The child must want to learn the new languages. Motivation is sometimes most effective when the parents tell them about the language and introduces the acceptance of learning a new language. The second factor is exposure. Exposure is prior exposure to the second language and the quantity of exposure in the second language learning environment. In Tables, it says the amount of time spent in contact with the new language is also important in terms of speed, which a child may acquire the new language. The third factor is age. Age is a crucial factor in learning a second language. Younger children will spend a longer time in the nonverbal stage, which takes away from time being able to learn the actual new language, and it makes it longer to acquire formulaic phrases, develop strategies for breaking down phrases into useful pieces, and to create productive phrases in their new language. The last factor is personality. Personality revolves around how the child is. If the child is shy and reserved, they will approach the new language with more caution and resistance. The next topic we learned about was this week was the picture word inductive model, or PWIM. PWIM uses pictures to stimulate activities using language experiences. This stage allows the student to identify objects and use vocabulary that they have developed. Students are able to help the teacher generate vocabulary and identify words and pictures. The teacher then puts the vocabulary that the child knows into sentences to bring a larger meaning of the vocabulary to their life. On stage 3, paragraphs are built and bring the thinking process and thoughts to life through writing. I believe these stages are a great way to implement the second learned language to the students who are building vocabulary and will eventually build fluent writing and language verbally. The last thing I read and learned more about was scaffolding. The scaffolding technique that I liked the most was for reading, which was thieves, activating prior knowledge. I feel that every child, no matter the language, age, or background, will learn anything best when their prior knowledge is integrated into assignments. For language, I feel the group work and the integration of speaking among the classmates is another good way of supporting academic language. Children should always feel a high boost of self-esteem after sharing their thoughts and feeling accepted within their classroom. I look forward to listening to all the information everyone else took out from the readings. Thank you for listening.